David, stand by. I want to bring in a witness to the shooting, Dallin Smith. Dallin, I understand you're a former student at Utah Valley University where this apparent assassination happened. You were there with your sister. Tell us, what was the atmosphere like before the shot rang out?
Yeah, the atmosphere was buzzing. I wasn't expecting that many people to be there. I wanted to go, and I wanted to be there a little bit earlier to ask Charlie a question. I wanted to have a little bit of a debate with him, but when I got there, there was thousands of people there, more than I expected, and it was buzzing. There was a lot of energy. A lot of people were smiling, calling on the phones, taking videos. Everyone seemed to be having a good time.
Where were you standing? How far were you from him? And could you make out at all the direction of where the shot may have been fired from?
The direction of the shot, no. I wasn't in the crowd, at least on the ground. There was a walkway above Charlie's kind of tent where normally, on a normal day of campus, you can walk back and forth between the two buildings. But they had it taped off, and up to the degree of where it was taped off, I was on the right side, I guess the left side of his tent. And I was overlooking the entire crowd. And it was I could see basically everything. I couldn't necessarily see Charlie because his tent is kind of blocked off from all corners except for the front. But yeah, I could see everything, and I couldn't tell the direction that the shot was made out of, unfortunately.
How are you and your sister doing? This is a horrible thing to witness.
Yeah, it was definitely a little bit surreal. It was we heard two pops, and we ran. And a lot of people ran with us. When I was standing by the door, kind of overseeing what was happening, some people were standing there still taking videos. So I went back out to look over the railing to see like maybe someone just did some firecrackers, something like that. But more and more people were screaming, crying, dispersing super quickly from the scene. More and more people were headed Charlie's way. And yeah, just pure craziness. And then after getting back into the building, just tons of people flooding to go outside, get away from the scene. A lot of tears, a lot of phone calls. Me and my sister, we're good, for sure. We're good. Obviously prayers up for Charlie's family and anyone else who's a little bit shooken up. But yeah, it was definitely scary in the moment, for sure.
Dallin, what kind of a law enforcement or security presence did you see when you came there and after you heard the pops? Was there a big security presence or what?
I would say it was fairly mild for the amount of people that were there. I don't know if they expected that many people. I don't know. It seemed like a little bit more than some of the other events that you can, kind of watch. When I was, coming through the doors of the campus, I didn't see any security. That wasn't really my impression of what was going on. I didn't see many security. I thought, maybe.
Oh, we just lost Dallin Smith. Well, thank you to Dallin, and we're thinking about him and all the witnesses to this horrific event.
Been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing.